HOA cut power to my emergency tower at 2 a.m., triggering $600,000 in federal fines and criminal charges. I'm David Anderson, 42, a telecommunications engineer in rural Nebraska who bought my 12-acre property in 2019 because the deed from 1987 permitted communication towers. I built an emergency relay station that FEMA designated for auxiliary communications, and for 3 years I provided free backup during severe weather, including tornado warnings and flash flood alerts. Then Riverside Estates built their luxury subdivision next door in 2023, and HOA President James Wilson complained my tower ruined property values. I showed him my deed, proving my land predated his development by 15 years, but 2 weeks later, Resolution 22B demanded I dismantle within 30 days or face $500 daily fines, even though my property sat 200 feet outside their jurisdiction. I pulled my FCC license with call sign W0DTA, my FEMA designation, and federal easement from 2020, realizing they'd threatened a registered emergency alert system relay and Skywarn node. I called Wilson and explained the federal protections, but he said his attorney already filed a lien and they'd force compliance. I made 3 calls: FCC enforcement, who assigned an investigator within 2 hours, FEMA regional, who flagged the threat immediately, and county attorney because liens outside HOA boundaries violate state law. Then I emailed Wilson, 7 board members, attorney Michael Davis, and the Prairie County Gazette, with full documentation explaining interference triggers $25,000 daily fines, under 47 U.S.C. 333. Wilson's response was to send contractors who cut my tower's power line at 2 a.m. on May 18th, thinking I wouldn't notice until morning. That 6-minute gap in weather alerts meant families didn't get advance warning when a microburst hit at 5:30 a.m., and wind gusts shattered 3 windows in nearby homes, causing $8,200 in damage. FCC escalated immediately to civil enforcement, and FEMA dispatched an emergency response team for on-site inspection that same day. Within 72 hours, federal prosecutors filed charges. The HOA faced $250,000 in FCC penalties, plus $350,000 from FEMA, for interfering with disaster preparedness infrastructure. The board was legally compelled to dissolve and hold new elections. Wilson personally faced criminal charges for willful interference with emergency communications under 18 U.S.C. 1362, and 2 major investors pulled $3.6 million from the development. The county attorney demanded written acknowledgement of my rights, public apology for 90 days, and full restitution for damaged equipment. Wilson signed everything before his arraignment. The reconstituted board ratified it unanimously, and my tower received permanent federal protection as a designated regional emergency communications hub, with county payments increased to $385 monthly for expanded equipment. They wanted aesthetics, but committed federal crimes instead. So, comment if you've seen HOA power trips backfire this catastrophically.